I swear this ponytail be looking crazy. I just had to get back on here today to say the day did not happen. The one I was all excited about this morning. I texted him to see if we were still on for lunch, and he said that he was not mentally capable of doing anything because his nephew passed. Now, truthfully, I'm probably wrong, but I just couldn't believe that. I didn't say anything about not believing it. I just said, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. But in my mind, I felt like he lying. I mean, instantly. And I'm supposed to be not questioning what my inner self says, because my inner self speaks the truth to me, and I'm the one that'll push past what my inner self say so that I can have whatever it is I'm trying to have at the time. But I'm talking about instantly. It said he was lying. I text my shaman, because for whatever reason, I text her around this time of the month, every month. 1, feeling a little bit sad. 2, feeling a little bit disconnected. 3, really wanting some community. 4, hoping she gonna respond to the text. Because she the type of motherfucker you can text today, and she'll text you 3 days later and say, I meant to say this. I thought I sent that. So I'm hoping for a response. It's a community. But what I noticed just like not too long ago is the desire to have a man in my life happens around the same time my period starts. And it starts around the 19th or the 20th of each month. And it never really ends. That's what I also noticed. It never really ends. But, things subside here and there. Oh, I thought these were some other glasses. It subsides. But every time I reach out to her, it's because I be feeling lonely, rejected, unwanted, unlovable, all the things that I feel like if I had a man, I wouldn't feel this way. And that's probably not true. But I haven't had a man for so long, I wouldn't know. So she always texts me all this, I'm going to call it fodder, because it's the same old. It's like she cannot accept that this is the way it is. She always tries to speak life into it. She does. But to me, her speaking the life into it takes the probability out of it. It's like I'm crazy. But I'm not. And I am just like, she texted me, that he wasn't rejecting me by saying that she felt like he was saying the truth, and that if somebody said something like that about a family member and it didn't really happen, the karma on that could be deadly, and just all these things, which was her perspective. And for her, the perspective was probably right, but it did sway how I was actually feeling, because it sounded logical. But back to my realization of the fact that this happens every month. And I said today, I think for the very first time to her, the reason why I feel like I have such a strong desire to have a man is so I can have a friend. Because I don't have a friend. That person that you can talk to about any and everything, and you do talk to them about any and everything. Y'all do all kinds of stuff together. Y'all make all kind of plans to do this, to go there, to shop here, to eat here. I haven't had that either. This whole time that I've been single. We've been talking about the relationships that I have with women. Did I tell y'all this morning I had a pimple? I got one right here and right here. I have not had a pimple. I can't even remember last time I had a pimple. Now I got two. Crazy. Something going on with my body though. But it's the period, not period. So I'm probably getting bloated. And my body is trying to force out anything in it that doesn't belong. And that ain't nothing but mucus. Trying to get out the skin. So I've been eating shit I shouldn't be eating. Because it wouldn't be trying to come out like that. At any rate, it's really kind of sad that all these people on the earth and I don't have nobody. And then you got these people that say, girl, just your time gonna come, bitch. I haven't asked you about whether or not my time was gonna come. It's been 20 years. I'm gonna tell you, it's been just me. Solid, just me, for a minimum of about 18 months already. Prior to that, I had some associations with my hiking, with me allowing myself to socialize with somebody who I know don't really like me. And I knew it subconsciously, but because of how I felt about her, I just, I guess I'm glazing over the real. But no family. And I've never had any family, but I did have some spurts of my own family, my children that I had with their fathers. I've had some spurts of happiness there, but as far as the family that I was born into, that has always been on both sides. I don't have no relationships with nobody on my daddy's side. Nobody. And they got a big family. I have no relationships with no cousins, no aunties, nobody on my daddy's side. And I mean, I could really say the same for my mother's side, but I know them. You know what I mean? We might not have a relationship, but I know them. And the average person could not be alone the way that I'm alone. That's why I get mad when people start preaching about patience and you need to work on yourself. What the fuck do you think I be doing? I only work 8 hours out the day. What am I doing with them other hours that I got available. There's only so much working on yourself that you can do. You need some community too. This world is not full of people for people to be alone. But I'm telling you, the majority of the world, I believe, at this point in the game is alone. It's alone. Just because I believe a lot of men are alone because they're afraid of no. And the crazy thing is, you can look at yourself and tell what you can get. If you cannot get what it is that you want, I believe that's the reason why we are single. Because men want the cream of the crop without putting anything into it. And most of the women that they do allow themselves to approach to try to make something happen with them, they still approaching based on how they can get some pussy. Not how they can know somebody, love somebody, build with somebody, travel with somebody, just being with somebody. No, the goal from the very start is to get that pussy. And the crazy thing is that it doesn't change when they get older. Older men still, I just told you about that 77-year-old. I believe he canceled. Now, like I said, I do believe he failed. I'm not going to take that away. I'm not going to take that away from him. But he started canceling his trip using that as a base before he knew it was solid. Because I'm telling you, if I had invited him in here on Sunday night and we had sex up in there, he'd have sponsored the trip for me by myself. But I am not willing to sell myself for a trip. I can pay for the trip. If I really, really, really want to go. It's a bug in that water. Wow. Man, I need some water too. Anyway, did I make my point of what I wanted to make the video about? What I said at the very beginning, I done forgot. Associates man from Facebook sent me the perfect meme. The next time somebody tell you to suck it up because you feel lonely and you don't want to be with somebody, break their legs and tell them to walk away. Or just walk that off. Something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was a good meme. Very good meme. I wish I was good at, doing these videos. I'd pop it up on the screen with my hand and make it. I don't know how to do none of that yet. All I know how to do is talk.